Dima and Talon's both over here. And Chalk.
He's pushing. He's already used his charge. From the doorway. House.
Oh, okay, he blew himself up with me. That's good.
We've destroyed the enemy.
Wow.
Nice work.
What is going on, everyone? Griffin here, coming at you with some Vi gameplay, and today we're going to be talking about the Battlezone changes that will be coming in the Walking Dead update for Rogue Company. Will this make Battlezone any better? Let's head over and find out. So in the Walking Dead update for Rogue Company, they announced that there are several changes that will be coming into the game, and one of those is going to be a change to Battlezone. Not the game mode itself, but to the shop, because the problem is the shop. If we change the shop for Battlezone, it is absolutely going to make that game mode play way better than it currently does. So this is what they had to say about it. With Battlezone becoming more of a staple in our quick play queue, we want to get under its hood and figure out if we can further improve and enhance the gameplay experience with a new shop experiment. We've changed the shop in a way that we hope gives the players more agency and customization over their shop decisions as they deal with an ever-changing match. Players will have access to a wider range of perks, ones that can be further invested into to make them even stronger. Additionally, if you're the type to not give into chance, you can purchase a select few weapons and come into the zone more confident with your loadout. Take this new shop for a spin in Battlezone and give us your feedback. So at some point, I'm going to throw the picture up on screen of what the shop is actually going to look like. As you can see here, you can purchase primary weapons, you can change secondary weapons, you can buy melees, you can buy one gadget as opposed to being able to purchase multiple gadgets the way that Battlezone currently exists in the game. Then they have pretty much every single perk in the game. And as you can see from this picture, it doesn't do it justice because you can actually buy the perks and you can also use the monetary investment that you have to upgrade those perks from a rare to an epic and from an epic to a legendary perk, and you get the benefits for those perks specifically. I believe that they completely removed all the mythic perks out of the game. At least that was the impression that I got from the live stream. So if you're interested, go check the live stream out and see if you could see anything different than what I saw. But let's talk about this fundamentally for Battlezone. What are they doing? What are they doing? Battlezone, in my opinion, does not have an issue with the shop at all whatsoever. There is an issue with not being able to carry money from round to round, but the problem with Battlezone does not spring from the shop itself. It springs specifically from how the game mode actually flows as a game mode, because you're hopping in, you have loot boxes on the ground, you want to loot those loot boxes, you want to be able to get some type of weapons, and you want to see where that first zone is inevitably going to be, and then you're going to decide as a team, as a unit, how to rotate into that zone so that you don't get damaged by the storm. And as the match goes on, you get increased rarity versions of those boxes that spawn in. So it's uncommon, then it's rare, then it's epic, then it's legendary, then it's mythic. You have the mythic crates that drop in and everything like that. And that gives you a sense of urgency, right? You got to land, you got to go over there, you got to hit the box, you got to take whatever you get out of that box. Hopefully it has some armor in it. And then you try to find out where the next area is going to be, or you fight over the mythic crate and try to get something really cool out of that. The problem with Battlezone is the fact that you can't hold your money from round to round. They got rid of that. So you can't save money to try to get better perks, to buy better gadgets, to buy better things in the item shop. So you're going to change the item shop up completely, but I'm guessing you're not going to allow the opportunity to be able to save that money. Therefore, the item shop changes are absolutely useless at that point. Not to mention the fact that, like, you can purchase a weapon in the shop now. What is the point of even hitting any of the boxes whatsoever? Now, you have a primary and a secondary weapon, which is just like every other game mode. You drop in with an assault rifle or an SMG or a shotgun, whatever you prefer, and then you have a pistol as your secondary. You also have access to melees and gadgets as well. So how is this any different from Demolition? Other than you're not planting and defusing bombs and defending bomb sites and things like that. How is this any different from any run-of-the-mill single life game mode? Other than there's a storm and there's a circle and you're trying to get into the circle and you're trying to eliminate the enemy team. It's not. It's not any different from that. You're taking all of the uniqueness that you have for Battlezone out of Battlezone by increasing the shop. That's all you're doing. If you wanted to do something, you should have just taken the perks out of the game and put the perks in the box as well. That would have made it a much more interesting game mode, as opposed to, okay, we're going to be able to let some people buy certain weapons and be able to buy certain gadgets and all the perks are going to be available. No, that's not how you change that. Also, what feels bad on top of all of this is you are very hesitant about engaging in gunfights. And the reason why that you're very hesitant about engaging in gunfights 9 times out of 10 is the fact that you don't have a way to regenerate your health unless you have a character on your team that has one of those regeneration filled gadget things that should be introduced into the regular game, might I add. But you have no way to regenerate your health. You can stem, yeah, you gain a little bit of health. You got life drain, yeah, you get a little bit of health back. Yeah, you get revived, you get a little bit of health back. But there's too many factors in the game, in my opinion, that you have to know, that you have to take note of, that you have to remember while you're playing the game mode as to, okay, if I do this, then I get some health back, which allows me to hopefully be able to push this team of 3 people that are holding this one corner because the zone is right behind me or the zone is right behind them. Add health regeneration. Just add health regeneration. That is one of the biggest things that you could add to the mode to make it feel a little bit better and to make it feel more competitive. Don't have armor regeneration. Don't have any of that stuff. Just add health regeneration. That would make the game mode feel 10,000 times better than it currently does. Also, allow us to be able to hold money if we want to hold money and carry it from round to round in order to upgrade these perks the way that you want us to upgrade these perks. It's turning less into a battle royale style game mode and turning more into just your average single life game mode for Rogue Company. And if that's what you want to do with it, that's fine. Take the circle out of the game completely and do something different, anything different than what you're currently doing. It just feels really, really bad. It feels absolutely terrible. And the way that they're making changes to this game mode, honestly, to me, makes no sense whatsoever. So you're going to be giving us access to certain things, which makes the boxes obsolete. You're going to be able to let us upgrade our armor as much as we want, which makes the boxes obsolete. You're going to have 1 mythic crate that generates into the match or 2 mythic crates that generate in the match. And the only thing that you need out of those mythic crates is the armor. Why are they making these types of changes? It honestly makes no sense. You make a couple of small little changes to the game mode and you've got yourself an actual full functioning game mode instead of whatever it currently is in the game now. It currently exists as this weird in-between because the games end so quickly that you don't even really have time to comprehend exactly what's going on. Not to mention, the majority of the player base that's coming into Quick Play has no idea how Battlezone is played. I've had to explain it to my brother twice because it just doesn't make sense. It honestly doesn't. It's like a Battle Royale, but it's not, but it kind of is, but there's not health regeneration. So if you start taking damage, you're going to be at that HP until the match is over, but you also have to loot for weapons, but now you're not going to have to loot for weapons because you're going to be able to purchase the weapons. What is going on? It just blows my mind that they think that these are the changes that are going to make Battlezone more interesting. They were so happy with Battlezone. They were so excited about Battlezone being a premier game mode for Rogue Company. They released trailers and images and a ton of other stuff specifically for Battlezone, and it fell apart. It fell completely apart because the game mode is not designed good whatsoever. They need to go in, they need to look at it from a fundamental standpoint and decide what they want to do with the game mode. Then they need to completely change a lot of the problem areas with the game mode itself and make it a little bit more streamlined and a little bit more fun in order to be able to keep players interested in it. You have players that are playing it in quick play that don't know how, and they're leaving after the first match because it makes no sense. Like, I was super excited for the Walking Dead update because, you know, the Walking Dead, I'm not interested in skins, things like that. You know, it is what it is. I'm more interested in balance. The balance that we got is very questionable, and then you're going to spend all this time and effort into changing Battlezone up because it's a terrible game mode, but you're not making the changes that need to be made to Battlezone to make it a fun game mode. Let's go back to the drawing board just a little bit here, guys. Let's take Battlezone out of this quick play rotation completely, and let's try every single possible combination of making this a fun game mode And then whenever you finally crack that nut, let's put it back into quick play. Let's do that. Because there is definitely a game mode buried in this mess that would be fun to play, but we haven't hit it yet. My suggestions, extend the game. There's no reason why you should get to 4
Been wiped out.
and that be the end of it. Extend the game out just a little bit longer. It should be first to 7. Add health regeneration into the game. Add it completely. Even if it's a delayed health regeneration, add health regeneration into Battlezone. Get rid of the ability to purchase weapons from the shop. That doesn't make sense. The reason that you're playing Battlezone is so that you can kind of get the luck of the draw and try to be successful with those weapons. That's the main draw. That's the appeal of it. Take armor out of the shop. Make armor only discoverable whenever you're hitting the loot boxes themselves. Start the game mode and have the entire map be part of the circle like it currently is, and instead of having a circle that pushes you closer and closer and closer into one specific location, put a line up either on the north side, south side, east side, or west side, and have it push across the map like that to try to further engagements and make them a little bit more interesting. It's very, very, very simple. Very simple. Let's do something simple to fix them. But be sure to let me know what you think in the comments down below. Do you think that these Battlezone changes are even going to make the game mode fun anymore? Do you think that they need to be completely reworked? What is your thoughts and opinions on Battlezone as a whole? Be sure to let me know what you think in the comments down below. Also, be sure to check that description for links to Facebook, Discord, and Twitter. Those are the places to contact me. If you haven't already, please be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. If you've already subscribed to the channel, then consider hitting that join button to become one of the 256 crew members. Also, in the description down below, there is a link to the most recent giveaway. So if you're interested, please be sure to click that link, sign up for the giveaway, and also be sure to share it around to as many people as you possibly can. Lastly, on Thursdays from 8 until 11 p.m. Central Time, Sundays from 10 a.m. until we get tired, I'm streaming here on YouTube. So if you're interested and available, please feel free to stop by and say hello there. Thanks for watching, guys.
Right, worked on that.
Level 60. Level 316. And 49.
Yeah, my contracts are starting to work now.